Oh, it is a V-nickel. Sweet. Oh, 1894, baby. Well, I'm swinging in the tear out here again. Since I have the larger coil on, I haven't really focused too much in this area, so switching coils, so thought I'd give it a try. Had a very deep signal here under a lot of roots. It was very, very speculative, and well, I can see why. Yeah, that's a button, all right. And it's old, but I don't think it's that old because it has iron components in it. The rim around the side is brass, but the piece in the center is iron. So I think it's newer than the Civil War. I think that might be World War I or something. I'm not sure if it's a military button. It might be. But it's really crunchy. Crunchy and crusty and gross. My. So got that, and the other thing that came out of this hole was several pieces of that black glass that I've been finding here. Yeah, just several fragments of it. Wish you could have found the whole bottle, huh? Instead of it all broken. What are you going to do? As you can see, I was working deep to get that one. And I've got another signal over here, which is also speculative. I just moved the pine needles around a little bit, so I'm going to swing back over there and take a look at that one once I make sure that I'm done here. Okay, keep it going. Well, I got on a new piece of property today. I'm out with Jim and Bob and Bird Dog of YouTube fame, and they took me to a place they call the Button Field. It's in an undisclosed location, and they made me promise never to come here again unless I was with one of them, so of course I'll honor that promise. But unfortunately the corn hadn't been cut, so we had to kind of work around the edges of it. It was an okay day. Didn't turn up anything amazing, but we did have a few finds, so let's go through what we got. You can see why they call it the Button Field. These are all porcelain buttons. Very nice. And picked up a few shotties. A lot of 4-hole underwear buttons. There's a couple of older buttons. That one might be something. I'll have to get it home and get it cleaned off. There's an old eye hook. This looks like a little piece of buckshot. It looks like double-aught buckshot to me, but one of the guys said it might be a pistol shot. A couple of clips. That looks like a brassiere clip or something. This kind of caught my eye because it's a little folded over clip, but it has a button in it. See, that got stuck in there. That's how many buttons are in here. And I've got a couple old buckles. This one was actually found by Jim. This one was found by me. So, nothing too crazy, but it's interesting. It's interesting. It'll definitely be worth coming back here with Bob and having another look once the corn's been cut, you know. So, anyway, not that bad. I had a good time. Nice to get out with good folks. So, thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next hunt. Well, today I'm on a new location. This is a 4-H camp that was converted from the previously existing mill and farm back in 1941. Now that the summer's over, it's not seeing a lot of use, but I have gotten permission from someone associated with the administrators of the camp to do some detecting on this property. I've got to meet him in a little while. He hasn't gotten here yet. I managed to slip out of work a little early today, so I figured I'd hoof it around here, get a look at the place, and just sort of get a sense of what's what. My primary objective in this initial walk around is to just get a lay of the land, identify places that look old, and especially places that might date back to the original mill. Like there may still be some structures. I believe the gentleman said that some of the structures on the property date back to the original mill. So it's about 70 acres. So if it turns out to be a productive property, then yeah, you could see quite a few episodes here. It might be a weekday only thing. I think the guy said that the place was used by LARPers on the weekends. Those are the live action role-playing game people. And I imagine they probably wouldn't want me puttering around when they're engaging in their fantasy games. So anyway, look at this little pond here. I don't know if the pond is man-made. The creek leading to it certainly isn't. This tree looks good. This looks like an older tree. Swim area closed. Bummer. Guess I can't go swimming. But I might be able to do some water detecting. I don't know. It's pretty cold now. Definitely worth checking down here. We've got an old concrete sort of boat anchor kind of thing, probably for tying canoes. There's a big old chain right there in the water. See it? If this was a mill, there might be a lot of iron pollution in the water. We'll have to wait and see. There are quite a few trails, and there is a brook that comes right through this property, and I believe it's the brook that the mill was originally built on. And that brook dumps into this pond, which may have been the waste pond or the outlet pond for the mill at one time. I'm going to wander down to those buildings. Now, during the summer, this is a camp for kids, so I see a lot of the kids camp kind of stuff. You know, a lot of that kind of ambiance to the place. All these signs, arts and crafts. An old arts and crafts shed. That's cool. Now this structure here may be original structure. That may be original. Not sure. Definitely worth checking around if I can get down there. 4-H. Alright. Look at that. Oh, that is cool. I don't know what that is. Part of an old wagon or plow or something or other. Plow, I guess. See those spikes, I assume, are for churning up earth or ripping up crops or something. That lever looks like some sort of a shift, maybe part of an old tractor. Interesting. I just want to take a glance at this barn. This is very encouraging. See that? You got a big root like this and the dirt's all sunken around it. It means the soil is original. The root is, it was originally covered and has worked its way up through the soil. So you know someone hasn't gone through here and leveled it all and put in fresh soil. No, this is original soil. Big rocks like that are buried are also good signs. It's looking good. The A. Thurston Barnyard. Look at that. That's beautiful. They've obviously put a little work into it. That does look old to me. Yeah, especially there. Well, maybe not. Maybe those are granite slabs. Oh, those are slabs. That's good. That is good. Yeah, that's old clapboard. Looks exactly like my barn at my house. All right. Now, see, I would thought the water had flowed this way, and created this pond, but I guess it's flowing that way, so there must be another river at the other end. Another brook. That is quite pretty. Be a good spot to do some photographs. I think there's a lot of promise here, and I'm just sort of wandering around, looking at the ground and getting a sense of the area. There's definitely some potential, and once I can meet up with the guy who's being so nice as to provide me with this permission, then we can actually do some hunting, which would be cool. Might even be able to do a little today. We'll see. Okay, I met with the gentleman. Very nice guy. He came here with his kids. And it looks like pretty much I just have free run of the place, at least on weekdays, after work. But he said in a couple of weeks it gets too cold and the LARPers stop coming, and then I'll be able to hunt here on the weekends. And I am clear to hunt that barn. So my plan of attack for today, since we have such limited time, is I'm just going to wander down to those two big trees I spotted over here by the water, and then I'm going to go straight across and start checking around that barn. That's the plan. Alright, let's see what happens. This will be our culture for this area. Get a sense of what's here. Alright, first target. Very shallow. It looks to be an arcade token. No cash value. Oh well. There are kids here. Expect to find those. Just going to poke around this tree a little bit. I've got to get over to that barn. I really feel like that's going to be the hot spot. Well, that didn't take long. I'm here at this beautiful barn, which I figured would be the good spot. I was trying those by those big trees over there, but I was just finding modern things. And then right here at the base of this wall, I have my first old target. And that is a big old mule shoe. That's very old and very beautiful. Been there a long time. You can see the corrosion chipped off a little bit when I was pulling it out, but whew, that's a nice sucker. So there you go. 2 minutes over here by the barn, and I already got a big old find. So hopefully we'll find some other cool things. Maybe some more crotal bells. Boy, that would be nice. In the meantime, nothing. In the meantime, I'm getting back to digging. Clearly, mid-17th century Chevrolet. Alright. That's fine. Well, it's getting dark. I can't work in the dark, so I gotta get back. But, detector off. But, I did have one last good target. So, no old coins, but definitely some relics. A number of modern coins. In fact, I had a coin spill that had all modern coins in it. Keep hearing my pinpointer beeping, but I don't see it. I must have set it down somewhere. Alright, find it in a second. Yeah. So, but this is the last target of the day. Pretty deep down there. And what came out was that beautiful brass D-buckle. Nice big one. Look at that sucker. The post is iron, of course, but the buckle is brass. I'm going to tumble that, and it'll look nice. But that is a very old D-buckle. Beautiful buckle. Nice find. That's a good one. That is a good one. And then, of course, there's always a nail in the hole. So, I got this big honkin' square nail. Look at the size of that sucker. That's a chunky monkey. So, but that's pretty neat. I'll take it. I think the property looks promising. I talked to the guy who gave me the permission. His name is Adam, again, and he said I can bring friends. So, looks like You know, Digger Dave, Tracy, Bill, Mike, my other buddies. We'll get them down here too. 70 acres should keep us busy for a while. And they told me that the mill building is still over there and it has a dirt floor in the basement. So might be worth checking. And there's even a stream. We can check in the stream. Okay. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get this cleaned up. Give you a wrap up in a minute. Alright, we got that beautiful mule shoe, that lovely D-buckle, 38 special shell casing, and that big old square nail, that MUDD tag. I think that's from some sort of a clothing or knapsack or something modern. Got some modern clad here, 25 cents, 2 nickels, 30, 35, 2 dimes, 45, 55, and 3 modern pennies, 58 cents. And then this is that arcade token, gaming token. It's got no cash value. And then there's these guys. These are interesting to me. They have a white patina, which suggests that they're lead, but they're very small, and they're like tiny, short, cut-off cylinders. Not sure what those are. Now, a bale seal or a bag seal could look like that, but I generally seem to think that they're bigger, more like the size of a quarter, but maybe not. Maybe they're small bag seals. I still haven't found anything that I can definitively call a bag seal. I found things I'm like, maybe, maybe not. Sure would like to find one. I think I'm overdue for a bale seal or a bag seal. Anyway, those were the finds. Not too bad. I guess that's it, and I will see you on the next hunt. Da, na, 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 da, na, 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 na.